So that's the kind of the student first steps or initiation, because when we say like batizado, it's like a rite of passage rather than
Yeah.
the Catholic, baptism.
Yeah. Yeah.
Water. Um, and then as you continue training, there are different levels of progressions, which we call estrelas or stars. Because in Capoeira Regional, there's no use of belts, right?
Okay.
So then on the first level is the basic movements, but for example, like hastera. So I have to
Okay.
demonstrate how to execute and receive hastera. It also helps these progressions as a lesson plan for the teacher, because then, okay, even though I can do other movements that are not on this progression,
Yeah.
I at least in some format need to be gearing this student to learn these types of movements.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, and as it progresses, then you learn more of the hand techniques like busheshu, like we showed there,
Yeah.
um, and then panderu, and then the next progression is like more of the takedowns, more chizotas, and rhythms on the berimbau, and singing with the berimbau. And as you progress more, then it's more rhythms on the berimbau and more of the balões, which are the
Oh,
throat.
okay. Okay.
So those are the progressions that just happens, over the years, um, for your evaluation. And once you
Okay.
complete all 5 stars, because it spells out Bimba, right? Um,
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. Yeah.
yeah. Um, once you complete all 5 stars over the years, right? Then you are eligible to become formado. And
That's
no one
okay.
is going to become formado without going through these progressions first, like
Yeah.
in the sequencia, knowing how to do the cintura desprezada.
Okay.
So if you want me to let you know about the actual formatura, I can tell you that.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Yeah. I would love learning those kind of stuff because
Yeah.
there's is a lot of new information that I'm just
Mhm.
learning right now.
Yeah. Awesome. I love sharing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was very intrigued about learning this specific tradition, um, because it's just very unique and just like, oh, that's new, okay, that's different, that's
Yeah.
exciting. So after, again, like, I'm your student, so after I over years can play the different rhythms on the beating bow. I've been training doing the different balões. I know the
Yeah.
sequence of the cintura desprezada, um, and you feel like uh, I have a solid foundation, good character, so on and so forth. Then I'm eligible for a formatura.
Okay.
So with the formatura, excuse me, generally it's, we try to have people who are going to become formado in even numbers, but there has been times when it's an odd number, so you would still have a partner that
Okay.
would, that would be with you in this presentation. So me and my other partner, whomever they are, that are also going to become formado or formada,
Okay.
uh, we would demonstrate the sequencia. Then after that, we would let's say it's just us, right? So we don't
Yeah.
have to rotate. Then after that, we would demonstrate the cintura desprezada.
Okay.
Then after that, we would play to the rhythm of Banguela.
Okay.
And then after that, we would do what's called a sketch, or a sketch where we would play to the rhythm of São Bento Grande. And as we're playing attacking defending, we implement different balões and different throws.
Oh, cool. During the game.
Yeah.
That's
So
so cool.
it's
Okay.
not the same as Iuna,
Yeah.
but because Iuna is a little bit more medium pace.
Yeah.
But this one, you and me and my partner have kind of like worked on it, and we know what throws we're going to like present.
Okay.
So usually, like in capoeira presentations, let's say contemporânea, sometimes there will be a part of the presentation where the students go and do solos,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And in Capoeira Regional, that's not so much a part of the presentation, but we can do this presentation of a fluid game and do these throws on each other, landing on our feet. And
Okay.
that's kind of like a little bit of the embellishment or the crowd pleasing aesthetics of Capoeira Regional, rather than this person doing a backflip
Okay.
or spinning on their hands and things like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. That's so cool. It's cool to see the how it's set up for you to actually know some stuff when you are forming at the
Yeah.
highest score.
Yeah. And the other elements of the uniform, because Master Bimba never implemented uniforms in capoeira. You would just train in whatever, because there weren't any capoeira uniforms yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You would just train in whatever clothes that you had, generally barefoot, because the students didn't have specific shoes to train in. They had just like their
Yeah.
work shoes. So that's why generally they would be barefoot. And then for the formatura, you would be in your white, shirt like this, and then
Okay.
calça social, which are like the white pants but have pockets,
Okay. Okay.
and then black shoes, because of the presentation that we're doing. So you would wear shoes and do capoeira
Okay.
during your formatura. And you would pick also, you would have a padrino or madrina, a
Huh.
godfather, godmother, who would be the one to tie your lenço, your scarf around,
Okay.
your silk scarf around your neck, and your medallion.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah. So you wouldn't receive a cord, you receive a silk scarf, because it goes back to when capoeira was a lot more violent and the capoeiristas would have the straight razors.
Yeah.
So the silk scarf will be worn around the neck to protect from the razor cuts.
From
Yeah.
little slice.
I have not tested the theory that silk, can't be cut by a razor, but
We shouldn't try it though.
I figured like you can only test that theory once.
Probably once, yeah.
Or just once.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool. And then did Mestre Bimba ever had like other mestres under him?
No, Messi Bimba didn't necessarily have mestres under him. He had five students that had reached the level of Mestre Charangueiro, because that's generally the only official title that you receive in Capoeira Regional is Mestre or Master.
Okay.
Charangueiro, and the charanga is the name of the bateria.
Yeah.
In Capoeira Regional.
Okay.
And then just the community would like recognize you as a mestre, but in Bimba's time, none of the students that were under him, even though they reached the final level, because it's only 4 lenços, 4 scarves.
Yeah.
They got the last one, but it wasn't like, okay, now you are a master. It was just you have solid foundation in capoeira, and you understand thoroughly about what is capoeira regional. All the like not just the movements, but leading the roda with all of these rhythms and things like that. So,
and how to play each rhythm and which way. Because which one of the rhythms have a capoeira game besides the Banguela and São Bento Grande?
Yeah. So there's Banguela, São Bento Grande. There is also Iuna. There's also Amazonas.
That has a game?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
generally
okay.
at the ceremony, not the formatura, because the formatura is just when those students are receiving the blue scarf.
Okay.
There's after that, because there's there's the red and yellow, amarelo and vermelho, lenços. So if you are receiving your yellow scarf, that's when Messi Nanel will play Amazonas, and you play that rhythm.
Okay.
And just as a special note, like all of the rhythms, with the exception of Iuna, you can play, all the movements that they can flow within the different rhythms. So if you want to use your hands, if you want to use takedowns, cabeçadas, all of them, just as long as it's within the rhythm, are valid.
Okay.
With Iuna, you are required to demonstrate certain throws.
Okay.
That's the requirement.
And the throw is the balloon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
You
That's so
have to be
cool.
formado.
Okay.
And because also it wasn't like, oh, this is only for the mestres, because there wasn't mestres,
Yeah,
really
makes sense.
like we know now in Bimba's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be formado because that means that you have the foundation of the cintura desprezada and the balões, so that when you play, you know how to throw and be thrown.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so Banguela, São Bento Grande, recently São Bento Pequeno,
Oh, okay.
and Iuna, Idalina Compassada, and let's say Amazonas. Let's say, yeah.
Yeah. That's so nice, man. And then so we have Banguela, San Bento Grande, Iuna, and Amazonas. Those four that are games.
Yeah, and Idalina Compassada.
And Idalina Compassada. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And the other ones is just pretty much for like shows and
Mestre, for example, like Mestre Ninel took one of Mestre Bimba's rhythms and gave it a specific purpose. For example,
okay.
we have Mestre Bimba's what he called the anthem, the Capoeira Regional anthem, which is Apaia Laranja no Chão Chico Chico, right?
Yeah.
So in Filas de Bimba, Mestre Ninel uses that rhythm to end the roda, to end the class, to end the workshop. So after every, like, let's say, taking a class, after the class is over, then, because we all play capoeira in every class as a part of like a training roda, there's always playing capoeira at the end of every single class. So then we make a circle. He plays the anthem.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of like is just like, you don't have to close your eyes, but everyone's just kind of like capoeira meditation.
Okay.
And
okay.
at the end of once the rhythm is done, then everyone like applauds, shake hands or acknowledge all their training partners and classmates. And that's how we either end the class, that's how we end the roda, that's how we end like the workshop with that rhythm. And to my understanding, Mestre Bimba just used the anthem or the Paia Laranja no Chão Chico Chico rhythm to test the quality of and the sounds of his beating bows.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. To tune the beating bows, pretty much, right?
Tune the beating bows, exactly.
That's so cool, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's really cool to see the insights, because today's days, capoeira contemporánea is such a big, I don't want to call it bigger name, but is more known than traditional capoeira from Mr. Bimba. Yeah. And sometimes we say, Mr. Bimba, but it's not a lot of knowledge from Mr. Bimba.
Yeah.
And besides just Banguela, and there are still people calling Benguela for for the rhythm of Mr. Bimba, and X me pas okay. and San Bento Grande regional. And then those rhythms are the most common and known and of course for in the capoeira community from Mr. Bimba.
Yeah.
But for example, I didn't know the Capoeira Regional had the game for Amazonas. I had no idea. Yeah. Which is really cool to know now.
Yeah, I will I'm gonna make a list of stuff to mail you. So
that would be really cool. Yeah.
Have the CD, and if people still use them, a DVD.
Yeah.
Because everything is streamed.
Yeah.
So I'll send you that of one of our capoeira events, and it's the one where I received my red scarf.
Oh, that would be really cool.
So the ceremony, I played to the rhythm of Iuna.
Okay.
And then the people who received their yellow scarf, they play to the rhythm of Amazonas.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
You have a visual example of that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, you mean the video? You have the video?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be really cool. I'll share all that stuff with my students so they can also get to learn all this cool information.
Yeah. So I'll send you a copy. Okay.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. Thank you so much, man.
And then this one is like our international encontro. It's like from 2016.
Yeah.
But but again, you like all these different palestras,
Oh man, that's so
aula
cool.
de maculelê, sequência de bimba, cintura desprezada, banguela, Sambito Grande.
Hey, Capoeira Nation, I'm very happy to announce our workshop with Formanda Coruja, or also known as a Formanda Joy, all the way from New York on May 14th here in Indianapolis, hosted by us here in the Capoeira Brazil, Indianapolis. And this is going to be a 2 hours full of Capoeira. The first hour is going to be full class with Formanda Joy. And we are going to have right after that a full hour of Hada, or full hour of us moving, connecting, and playing as much as you want and as much as we can. The early bird is going to end 1 month before the workshop. Okay, make sure you register, click the link below, and come join us on May 14th 2022 for this amazing workshop with Formanda Coruja.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Oh man, yes, that was so cool.
Yeah, Festa de Musica, all that stuff, like
Yeah,
live,
yeah.
all the. So I put it off to the side.
Nice. Thank you so much, man. That's so cool. That's so cool. Because that's really cool information for me to understand how, because at the end of the day, Capoeira Regional is where all the Capoeira today's days came from. And that's the traditions, traditions that I think we should preserve, in us as a teachers and instructors and future maestros should know information from Capoeira Regional. And it's like any other religion, like because you read the religion doesn't mean that you are going to practice it, or like getting information from that religion, you doesn't mean that you are going to practice it. But it's really cool to have the information in it and the knowledge, and it's just cool to pass it to the students for future generations.
I think it's integral to the preservation of the art form overall, because if we talk about history, Mestre Bimba, along with a lot of other mestres, of course, but because we're specifically talking about Regional, Mestre Bimba's contribution opened up the door for everyone else, so just out of respect, I think that no one needs to like practice all of the rituals but to actually understand or know about it, with the proper information, I think that would do justice to the art form overall.
Totally. Because we keep preaching the more advanced we get, we keep preaching, Angola, the Madre Angola, but we are forgetting in between. Like, what about Capoeira Regional and the traditions and the information, just general information of those kind of traditions and all those kind of information, which is cool to share it.
I think it's important because the more that you understand about Capoeira Regional, the more you are exposed to the actual transition and transformation and the actual evolution of Capoeira in general. I'm saying that because just real quick, like before Mestre Bimba, it was just Capoeira. It wasn't this particular segment. It wasn't this particular style. And then Mestre Bimba came in and just like any Mestre currently, like every Mestre or every teacher kind of has their own expression of the Capoeira that they represent. Even if you're with another school, there are some things that innovations or variations that you yourself implement, right? So after Mestre Bimba, then as a result of him organizing his Capoeira, then the rest of the Capoeira became organized. The rest of the Capoeira picked a name to define them. And even then there was still some evolution, some evolution that Capoeira Angola went through. Like Pachina has the black and yellow uniforms, but then his two most famous students, Mestre João Grande and Mestre João Pequeno, you have to wear white. And their beating bow setups are totally different. One three is in the middle, of the three beating bows in the middle. The other school, they're on the like far left, so who's to say like what's more tradition? And I don't like to necessarily get into that quote unquote debate.
Totally.
but to show that, hey, everything came from the same seed.
100%.
And then everything, because it came from the same seed, there's way more similarities than there are differences. And if we kind of
100%.
look at it like that, then there won't be so much of me versus you or this style versus. It's just capoeira.
Yes.
And there's different capoeira rhythms, cool. And then there's different capoeira rituals, cool. It's good to understand those differences, but not to degrade or to lessen anyone else's lineage of capoeira, because sometimes, unfortunately, what will happen is someone will say that their capoeira is the true, with a certain tone to someone else to make them feel like their capoeira isn't of the same value.
100%.
And that doesn't do anything but just divides people.
Conflict. Yeah, totally. 100%.
You know, it's all connected. You know, capoeira is capoeira, and just like every household, you have your own traditions. Maybe there's some similar things that are different, some things that are different, some things that are similar. But at the end of the day, we all make a roda. We all play to the sound of the berimbau.
Yes.
We all sing and have fun.
Yeah, totally. And I agree with that, because that's been my message for the last 3 years through the podcast, you know, being like, we say that we're a community, but there's people say like, whoa, but my group is better than this. Wow, this style is better. It's not about the style, man. It's about capoeira. If we're gonna be a community, let's all of us do capoeira, and like let's come together to do capoeira, not to say this is my school or that's your school. You to draw the line, and then this, no, man, you all together in the same roda. Well,
it's a waste of energy to have it like that.
Yeah, totally.
Because you can't play capoeira by yourself.
100%. You nail it.
Like, I was because I have classes on Saturdays, and I was telling my students right before we started the roda, I was like, this right here, the roda, the instruments, clapping, singing, and two people in the middle, that is capoeira.
Yeah.
Before is capoeira training. If we're just doing the music, we're doing capoeira music. But all these different elements need to be present for it to actually be capoeira. And in order for that to happen, we need the community and we need the participation.
Yes.
Not just bodies, but the participation, the actual live contributions, you know, of in order for it to be capoeira.
100%. And I agree with that. And the last question to wrap it up, what do you have any event coming up or anything coming up for you, or organizing anything?
No, me personally, I don't have anything coming up, but I am available for like online classes.
Cool.
Berimbau.
Nice.
And I have it just here, just, you know, just cause, right?
Oh, nice. All ready to go.
Yeah. So I'm just real quick if I can, and hopefully it doesn't the audio or it's clear enough.
Yes.
Just like different rhythms and teaching the rhythms where I write out the notes, you know, and then people can like follow along. So just a few of the rhythms. So we have like Bangala, right?
Yes.
Now then there's Bangala Dobrada, which is not a different rhythm. It's just a variation that happens while you're playing Bangala. So I'm going to start again with Bangala and then go into Bangala Dobrada. And then Dobrada. So Dobrada is just
cool,
extra on the end.
Okay.
Then Samento Grande. Amazonas.
That's so cool, man. I love this.
I'm trying to go through all the ones that like have a game to them.
Yeah.
You know? Idalina Compassada. San Bento Pequeno. Yeah, so
that's so cool, man. That's so cool.
Those are just some of the rhythms, and again, I break it down with like the notes, so and also like some of the variations, so that people can not only be limited to okay, just listen to this and try to do it with your hands. Like
yeah,
here are the notes, and this is how you play it and follow along.
So nice, so nice. How people can sign up for that class?
They can reach out to me on Facebook. They can reach out to me on DM me on Instagram. They can go to my website, Capoeira Bay Area.
Okay.
Even YouTube. So if you just like capoeirabayarea.com, there's all the different ways, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, or Meta, all the different ways if people are interested in that. So that's the only thing. And then other than that, I'm just, slowly preparing for the move to Atlanta for
the next transition.
To start for a new level, start a new Capoeira Regional branch there. And then also, put Capoeira into film with like stories and narratives that will do the ancestors and do the practitioners of the art form proud.
That's so cool, man. That's so cool. And on the other hand too, I appreciate that the work that you do for putting Capoeira there too, because it's going to be benefit for the entire Capoeira community, because he's putting Capoeira out there for people to educate people outside of Capoeira for them to know what Capoeira is and what that's what we do here. And I appreciate that. And it's very valuable for all of us that teach Capoeira and Capoeira practitioners. Is something that's going to be very helpful for the future.
Yeah, awesome. And I know it's going to be a lot of hard work.
Yes.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it to, because it's my opportunity to give back to the community. My
100%.
Like share the information, and utilize like the time that I put into it. So
yeah, 100%. And that's our spirit, Capoeiristas. Like we are hard workers, we fighters, and we warriors, and we just punch through until we break down that stone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I'll put all the links down there for people to contact you. And if you're listening here and get a chance to get in touch with Malandro to learn those rhythms, you have to do it, because those rhythms, you're not gonna learn those rhythms just watching YouTube. You need somebody there to watch, to walk you through and help you out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. And let's definitely keep in touch, and good luck on the travels.
Oh, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for getting this far. Remember, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up on Facebook or YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is going to help us and help me to get bigger numbers and bigger subscribers, so we can give more information. Okay, please, if you're listening, I know you're listening, I know you're watching, please give me a subscribe, give me a like. Okay, I know you're watching right here or listening. All right, have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening every single episode, especially the episode we just did. All right, thank you so much. Peace.